Here we go again with some more movie news and updates. If you're new here, I'm Kevin. Welcome to Fantasy Films. Today we're going to cover Mission Impossible 7 and 8 updates, Godzilla's getting its own TV series, and the ever popular Christmas movie, A Christmas Story, is getting a sequel after who knows how many years. All right, let's start with the very disappointing news. Mission Impossible 7 and 8 have been delayed yet again. I thought by now we'd be past this whole delaying and pushing movies back thing. The pandemic, it's a live with scenario now. I mean, there's no getting better. This is just the way of life we have to accept. And just other movies have realized this and just start putting them out. And I think it's proven that people are going to go to the movies and watch it. I mean, there's been some really successful movies just recently. I mean, take Spider-Man No Way Home, for instance. The new Scream movie is doing fantastic. It's not going to hurt sales to put this movie out. But for some godforsaken reason, they think it is. So, unfortunately, let's see let me get my quotes properly here. Paramount Pictures has announced that Mission Impossible 7 and 8 have been delayed to 2023 and 2024. Sorry, I think that's absolutely ridiculous. By the time the movie comes out, nobody's going to care. We've been hyping the movie up and then you're going to kick it back again. We just want to see the damn movie. At least I do. Now, it says Paramount Pictures and Skydance, which are co-producers of the movies, have released a statement saying, and I quote, "After thoughtful consideration, Paramount Pictures and Skydance have decided to postpone the release dates for Mission Impossible 7 and 8 in response to delays due to ongoing pandemic. The new release dates will be July 14th, 2023 and June 28th of 2024, respectively. We will look forward to providing moviegoers with an unparalleled theatrical experience." Now, I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Is it worth setting this thing back even more, or do you just want the movie released so you can go watch it? I feel that at this point, moviegoers, and we're just excited to go see movies now. I mean, every time I've gone to see a movie since they've reopened, the theater has been packed. All right, I think this is just an excuse for more hype. They're trying to build that hype more to try to get people. I don't know. I just feel like this is completely unnecessary and it's getting me to the point where I'm almost annoyed by it. And by the time it does come out, I'm not going to want to see it. Now, that's not saying I won't, but I'm not, my hype isn't going to be as high. Anyway, I'm not going to stew on this one. Just let me know what you think about it down below. More movie delays. Between this one and others, I'm just kind of really sick and tired of this whole delaying crap. Release the movie or don't release the movie. I mean, it is what it is, but I don't know. I just feel like we're being strung along. All right, so let's get out of the negativity, out of that mindset, something more positive. Godzilla is getting a TV series. This is interesting. This is going to be on Apple TV Plus, and it is going to be a live action show. Now, they're saying details on this is going to take place directly after the events of Godzilla vs. Kong. So this is going to be really focused on the aftermath of California coastline and the destruction that was caused by Godzilla, Kong, and Mechagodzilla. Now, it says, by extension, the new Godzilla series will also bear ties to Kong's birthplace on Skull Island and the events that transpired there during the movie Kong Skull Island in the narrative to the present day. So it looks like we're going to get more of a backstory of Kong in his adolescent years on Skull Island, tying all that together. So we're going to be repairing the coastline while looking at a bit of a backstory, I think, from Kong. That's how I'm interpreting it. So I think that could be pretty cool. Now, I think this is going to be one of those series that's going to be hit or miss. They're going to do it really well, and it's going to be successful. Or they're just kind of reaching for a storyline based off the nameplate, and it's going to fall flat on its face because it's not going to be what viewers are going to be expecting. So we're going to wait, see what the trailer is going to be like before I pass any judgment. But the aftermath, I mean, it could be a really good storyline, cleaning up California's coastline, digging more into Kong's past and in the Skull Island. Where Godzilla is going to play in here, who knows, but I'm curious to find out. All right, so now for the biggest headline story I have for today. A Christmas Story is getting a sequel after 40 years. This movie came out in 1983, and it is played in a 24-hour marathon every single Christmas holiday. This movie is loved by so many people, and honestly, I think it's a good movie, but I believe you kind of get burned out with the marathons when it's played over and over and over, and you can't escape it no matter what you do. It's a great movie, but like I said, I think I got burned out after a while. I really haven't watched the show in quite a few years, to be honest. I think I just needed time for it to mellow out, but it is a great show. I keep saying show, movie, you know what I mean. But it's getting a sequel now. And the best part about this sequel is that Peter Billingsley is reprising the role as Ralphie. So he is coming back 40 years later. Now, it says that the film follows an adult Ralphie in the 1970s who returns to the home on Cleveland Street to deliver his kids a magical Christmas like the one he had growing up. With the same attention to the real-life tone of the first, Ralphie reconnects with childhood friends, reconciles the passing of his old man, and sows the seeds for the origins of the beloved holiday classic. All right, so it sounds like your typical long-distance sequel where the kid grows up, has kids of his own, kind of wants to recreate that whole magical Christmas for his kids, and probably going to get botched up and have a lot of the same antics that we had in the original, just now with his kids and him being the father. Now, I think this could be a really good movie. This is not going to be a theatrical release, though. According to the article in Collider, it's going to be released on HBO Max. But that's fine. I think a lot of major movies are getting released on HBO Max anyway, and it's kind of the future, I believe. But this could be really good. Now, reasons I say that, the screenwriter and the director kind of have my interest right now. Now, the screenwriter is going to be Nick Schenk, who did Cry Macho and Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood. So he's the one going to be writing the script for this movie. I love the script for the other movies he's done, so I think this could be really good. Now, the director is Clay Caddis. He directed The Christmas Chronicles and the Angry Birds movies. I'll be honest, I didn't see the Angry Birds movies, but I do love The Christmas Chronicles. That is one of my favorite Christmas movies. And if he can do the same with this as he did with The Christmas Chronicles, give it kind of that same feel, but obviously he's still capturing the original movie, this could really be good. Of course, we all know the original is always going to be better, but let's give the sequel a shot. Now, filming is set to start next month in Bulgaria, and we do not have an official release date of when this is going to be. It could possibly be this coming holiday season, so that would put it exactly 40 years apart. Now, that would make a really good 40th anniversary, but if they don't get it done in time, or if we have delays or whatever happens, it could be the following year. So fingers crossed that maybe we can get a 40th anniversary sequel. That'd be pretty cool. But obviously, I want to know what your thoughts on this are. Does it deserve a sequel 40 years later? I don't know. I'm still on the fence about it. I think it could go either way. It all depends on the tone of the movie and how it's done. But leave your comments down below on everything we talked about today. Please drop a like on the video for me. It does me a huge service, and I greatly appreciate it. Also, while you're at it, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and bell notification on your way out. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.